Thou shalt not commit adultery. A call to respect human sexuality.
Marriage and relationships need regular affection, emotional intimacy, care, and respect. Neglecting the relationship will lead to breakdown.
In the real world, the problem of extramarital sex became rampant as time goes by. Why? Partly, I think it is because in our society today, in general, we want instant gratification and perfection. If something isn't perfect, we throw it away. It is hard to stay committed to things, and for some reason, people think it easier to walk away. Commitment is a hard thing, a very hard thing to get from anyone these days, in any area of life. Perhaps, let alone something that takes as much work as being married. People don't seem to value marriage as long-term anymore. They get separated too easily, without really trying to work on their marriage. Plus, many, especially men, tend to take the woman for granted and assume that everything will be fine, even without investing any time or love into the relationship. Also, many men want a newer, younger person or quit when the sparks have gone and other such ridiculous reasons. According to our research, there are 5 major effects of extramarital affairs. First is damage to self-esteem. In this part, kanang murag makaingon na jud ka sa imong mga, why, what went wrong sa imong husband, makaingon na jud ka nga, why, what went wrong, unsayang sayop, like, murag mga question ka ba, what goes on sa your relationship, what went wrong sa your relationship, nganong naguba, nganong nag-break, nganong nawalaan mo gana both. And then second is lack of trust. Syempre, if ever, kanang, kung ano na ka sa imong husband, murag kanang, if ever sa imong wife, sa imong husband, kanang, wala nang may klaro, nakasala na siya nimo, syempre, yung trust is, mawalaan, wala na trust niya. For example, every time, mulakaw siya, and then, murag ikaw, magduda na ka, basig mo, ito na siya sa iyang laing mobile, or something, whatever, murag maano na yung mind ko, murag mawala na ka. Trust is years to build up what a seconds will. Next is sense of instability. Murag, feeling mo ba kay dili na ka-secure because i-betray naman ka sa imong husband or sa imong wife. Murag, feeling mo wala na kay kaligunan nga shoulders, murag, wala na jud, murag, feeling mo your kanang nanajay walls tanan sa imong as of kanang pag-ano nimo sa imong self. Number 4 is roller coaster of emotions. Kani siya, there are times nga kanang, for example, syempre, both of you are married. Both of you are married. You are married, your husband or your wife. Syempre, if ever he will betray you, he will have sex with other girls or other boys. Syempre, you don't know what to feel. This is roller coaster of emotion, meaning when there are times when you feel like you're very sad, then you're going to cry, you're going to scream, and then after a few minutes, wala, you're just smile, and then you're not into your own self because you don't know what to feel. And then number 5 is the ripple effect. This is murag maapektuhan na ang imong other work. Like for example, nag-work ka, murag isud na kay ka ma-approach, kay murag sige na kagtanga, sige na kaggatama, murag everyday ragid ka, murag wala kay gana mo eskwela, wala kay gana or else, wala kay gana mo like, for example, mo sud sa work, murag if ever na yung tagad mo, murag wala, murag lisod kay nila i-approach na kay, syempre, you're bringing with you your kanang problem jud na it's very hard. That's all.
Extramarital sex, or sex outside of marriage, is wrong because it is a violation of the marriage covenant. It is a grave sin against the 6th commandment, which states, "Thou shalt not commit adultery." Within marriage, couples can also be unchaste without becoming involved with a third person. They could have loveless sex or use sex as a weapon to either punish or get what they want. William Croft writes, "Chaste people, married or
The Catechism states that lust is disordered desire for sexual pleasure. Masturbation. The Church teaches that masturbation is morally wrong because God intended sexual activity to be relational and within the context of marriage. But the Catechism also wisely teaches that certain factors can lessen or even erase one's guilt or moral blameworthiness in the case of masturbation. These include immaturity, anxiety, force of acquired habit, and other social and psychological factors like compulsion. Pornography. The Catechism states that pornography consists in removing real or simulated sexual acts from the intimacy of the partners in order to display them deliberately to third parties. Homosexuality is the term used to refer to men and women who have an exclusive, enduring, and predominant sexual attraction towards persons of the same sex. The Catechism makes the following 5 points. The genesis of same-sex attraction remains largely unexplained. So, mismo ang Catechism, wala pa sa kahibalo nga nung kita ma-fall in love ta sa atong same gender. Murag, wala pa sad sila kahibalo, mismo sila, dili sila ka-explain. Next, persons with same-sex attraction do not choose their condition or sexual orientation. Diba, kanang mga gays, kanang mga lesbians, and other kanang homosexual nga kanang kuan, wala man na nila, sila mismo, di man sad sila gusto, na murag, they came to a point na kanang na-realize na sila nga, maibog sila ang guy, maibog sa iya kapong nga guy, maibog sa, munang, kanang, wala sad sila, murag, sila mismo ba, wala sad nila gipili ng kondisyon. Wala sad nila, murag, nahaluan ng sila, magtuhon na sad puro sa environment and other kanang places na, naka-affect sad sa ilang gender. Next, persons with same-sex attraction must be accepted with respect, compassion, and sensitivity. Any form of unjust discrimination towards persons with same-sex attraction is morally wrong and should be condemned. So, di ba sila, tao man sa gihapon sila, so they need respect, they need kanang space sad sa atong society, not pure discrimination. Kaya they're children of God and kanang we cannot blame them if inana. We'll just have to pray for them kay wala man, we should show them respect kay tao sad biya sila, they have heart, they have feelings, they can be hurt also. Next, sexual relations between homosexual persons is morally wrong. Why? Catholic newspaper columnist and author Amy Wilborn writes, to put it rather bluntly, the parts, our genital parts, we were made to fit for a purpose, namely, the creation of a family in the physical and spiritual sense. The purpose of genital sex is to create cause. Cohabitation is regarded by most young people today as a good way to prepare for marriage. What do you think? How do you think parents should respond when their young adults tell them that he or she has moved in with her or his girlfriend or boyfriend? Seeks communion between a man and a woman, more specifically between a husband and a wife, and to procreate new life. Homosexual acts can never fulfill the twofold design of the Creator for genital sex. In stating that homosexual acts are morally wrong, we are not saying that homosexual desires are morally wrong, unless, of course, we deliberately will them. If moagi na gyud siya sa atong will, diha na gyud siya marong. Okay, it's our will naman nga ni prospect atong na idea, atong acts. And the last one is that homosexual persons are called to chastity. Just as single persons with a heterosexual orientation are called to live a chaste life, so are persons with a homosexual orientation. Of course, a major difference is that marriage is always an option for the single person with a heterosexual orientation. Persons with the same-sex attraction can and should cultivate warm, loving, and caring friendships with persons of the same and opposite sex. Such friendships are usually tremendously life-giving.
Everything has changed. It's so hard to find a person who really stay loyal to you no matter what. God should always be the center of everything. The reason why many relationships broke up It's because they don't allow God to enter in their lives. And when something happens, they blame it to God. If ever the spark of your relationship will begun, remember that at the first place you were just strangers who fell in love with each other, and there is no reason not to love that person again. You met him or her as nobody, yet he or she changed you to become a better person. You fell in love with a stranger before. Why not fall in love with your memories now? You should be contented of your wife or husband. Don't find other people just to satisfy your pleasure. Respect should be a must.
Sexual intercourse is a blessing from God to married couples. Therefore, it shouldn't be abused, misused, nor taken advantage of.
You've been so unavailable. Now sadly I know why. Your heart is unobtainable, even though Lord knows you kept mine.
You say I'm crazy, 'cause you don't think I know what you've done. But when you told me, baby, I know I'm not the only one.
I have loved you for many years. Maybe I am just not enough. You've made me realize my deepest fear by lying and tearing us up.
You say I'm crazy, 'cause you don't think I know what you've done. But when you told me, baby, I know I'm not the only one.
I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one.
Sound in my heart, the beat goes on and on and on and on and on. You make me feel good. Come on to me now. Sound in my heart.
You've been so unavailable. Now sadly I know why. Your heart is unavailable.
Even though you'll know.
Michelle, fight for that white gold. This one for them good girls, them good girls, like we used to be. Gotta kiss